Hey guys, Kim here. So today I'm going to announce the winners of both birthday giveaways and then answer as many questions as I can. I got a lot of questions, so I'll probably do at least like 3 or 4 Q&As kind of over the next month or so. So let's just get right into it. So the winner for the MTS is Amanda Stanley. So I have contacted her and we'll see what flavor she's going to get. And then for the quest, there are 2 winners. First is Liz S. and second is Annie Mishler. Maybe that's how you say it. So congratulations to those winners. Definitely there will be lots more giveaways coming very, very soon, I promise. And a huge thank you to Quest Nutrition and Mark Loblaner from MTS, because without them, these giveaways would not be possible. So now we're gonna move on to the Q&A, and I'm going to start with the questions from the MTS giveaway, see how many we get through in, I don't know, 12 minutes or so, 15 minutes, and then I'll do another Q&A some other time soon. So, here we go. First question is, what is your favorite protein bar? Quest, definitely, and my favorite is still Double Chocolate Chunk, although S'mores is starting to creep up there as well. I'm really enjoying s'mores lately. When did you realize you wanted to become a YouTuber who inspired others to be better people? Well, thank you that I inspire others to be better people. That's very nice. It was a little bit over a year ago, I guess, and I was sharing lots of recipes on Facebook and that sort of thing, and a lot of people were saying you should start doing recipe videos. So I started out just doing recipe videos, and then I got into the, doing the day of eatings and other kind of random videos. And I haven't done as many recipe videos now. They don't seem to get as many views, and I kind of do those more on my blog now. But let me know if there is any other recipes that you guys really want to see, and I'll do some more videos. How do you handle working out while being pregnant? I have not missed a day yet. I am now 32 weeks pregnant and I have not skipped a day at the gym yet, but I have changed my workouts a bit. I mainly just swim now, doing even the elliptical sometimes. I get crampy and that sort of thing. Running is a little bit tougher, and I don't really do much lifting at all. Do you have a favorite muscle group to lift? Nope, because I don't really lift that much. I guess if I had to choose, I would pick arms. Like, I like doing bicep curls is probably kind of my favorite. And what is your favorite cardio workout? Swimming, hands down, absolutely. What do you think of soy? Soy flour, protein, etc. Not a huge fan. I don't like soy milk. I like almond milk. Soy protein, I have not found a kind that tastes good to me or that bakes well. So overall, not a big fan of soy. What is your favorite go-to snack? I would have to say protein bars, Quest bars, and pretzels. I love pretzels, any kind. Little pretzel sticks, pretzel nuggets, peanut butter filled pretzels. I love them. Salty is my thing. Okay, do you have any gym pet peeves? I actually have a lot of gym pet peeves. I should probably do a whole video on it. But one that really drives me crazy, I don't know if guys do this too, but in the shower, when women blow their nose, like in the shower, and I know you don't have Kleenex in there, and that's just disgusting. There's like 3 women in particular at my gym that I know do it every time they're in the shower. It grosses me out. So please don't do that. Also, when people, I guess, they're doing circuit training or whatever, and I go to use a machine and they're like, hey, I'm on that. I'm like, no, you're not. You're on that machine. So I'm gonna use this one, and then you can use it when I'm done. So that kind of annoys me. But there's a lot more, but those are kind of the main 2, I guess. Okay. Do you and Jim have name ideas for baby? Yes, we do. You didn't ask what they were, but yes, we do. What is your favorite body part to train and your favorite exercise for said body part? So like I said before, I guess if I had to pick a muscle group, it'd be arms. And I like doing just like dumbbell curls. It's probably my favorite. Did your doctor suggest macros or a minimum calorie limit for you? My doctor did not, but I do work with a sports nutritionist sometimes. And so when I found out I was pregnant, I did ask her for, just some minimum numbers, calorie and macro. And that's kind of where I got that minimum protein and fat numbers that I always talk about. And then I have my minimum calorie goal. And if I go over, no big deal. Now recently I have increased that because I haven't been gaining as much weight as my OB wants me to. So I just increased it by like 400 to 500 calories, and that's what I've been doing. At what age did you decide to start a healthy lifestyle? I like to say from as early on as I can make those choices. I was kind of vegetarian, I guess around 14, 15 is when I really went vegetarian. I never really ate much meat. Not that being vegetarian means that you're healthy, but that's kind of where I started, being aware of what I was eating and doing. Then I actually joined my first gym when I was 14, along with my dad. You had to have a parent with you, obviously. But I've just always been very active and pretty mindful of what I eat from an early age. Do you plan on making your babies food or buying? Organic or whatever? I definitely plan on buying. I think I will make some food sometimes just for fun, puree some carrots or banana and whatever, just for something fun to do, but I'm not gonna like make huge batches of baby food and freeze it and have mason jars all over the place and that sort of thing. I think that's great that people that want to do that, but I just don't see me doing that. And as far as what I buy at the store, whatever's on sale or probably whatever I have coupons for, honestly. I don't really think all organic is necessary, so I'll buy, probably the store brand pureed green beans, and every once in a while I'll make my own. Since you mentioned you've done childcare before, at what age do you think it's appropriate, if at all, to explain why adults eat or don't eat certain foods or eat in a certain way? Well, I don't really think that that's necessary. I think it's important to, raise a child eating healthy and let them know that, you need to eat certain foods, I guess. But I don't like that whole labeling of good and bad food. So with our child, I don't want to say that you have to eat your fruits and vegetables before you can have a cookie, because then they see fruits and vegetables as being the food you have to eat and the cookie's like the reward. And I don't think that food should be like that. Now obviously you need your fruits and vegetables and you need that sort of thing, but I don't like the whole good food, bad food, that sort of thing. So I don't want kids to see, cake and cookies and ice cream as being the special only treats, and they're not really good for you, so only eat little bits, and fruits and vegetables are so good for you. I don't know, I just like food is food and everything in moderation. Yeah, that's my spiel on that. How are you able to come up with so many recipes? I just really like experimenting. I'll just get out some ingredients, mix them together, get a good consistency, try to bake it, and hope that it tastes good. So I really just like to experiment. What was the toughest part of your fitness journey? I guess if you want to call it a fitness journey, I would say just the times when I wasn't able to exercise, whether it was when I was in eating disorder treatment, or there was a time where I had a pretty extensive surgery and I was like bedridden for a month. That was really hard. So just not being able to work out when I want to or how I want to. And being pregnant sometimes does that. There's sometimes, some races I wanted to do that I couldn't do because I can't run very well and certain things like that. So I don't like when limitations are put on my exercise. What are your favorite grilled foods or things to eat in the summer? Grilled foods, vegetables, just because, I don't really eat meat. I do like corn on the cob or like asparagus grilled, and watermelon in the summertime is amazing. And I sprinkle salt on it, and yes, it is amazing. What are your fitness goals for the next 1 to 3 years? Do you see yourself ever doing a competition? Fitness goals, especially after baby is born, I would like to try to get a little bit more into weightlifting, put on some muscle, get stronger, that sort of thing. I don't ever really see me doing any sort of competition. Definitely not, bikini. I just don't think that's my thing. I wouldn't be able to walk in the shoes anyways. And powerlifting or anything like that, I don't think so. So I like doing races, triathlons, 5Ks, that sort of thing, Tough Mudders, but other than that, I don't think so. What inspired you to be such a creative baker? My parents owned a cookie bakery, so I was always around it as a kid. I had an easy bake oven. I always enjoyed baking, and I think that's just kind of what inspired me. You mentioned that you often swim for an hour as cardio. What is your swimming regimen? Do you use steady pace or intervals? I do swim for an hour. I use just a stopwatch to time it, and I just swim. Sometimes I'll do freestyle, a bit of breaststroke, use a kickboard, use a buoy, but I just swim. I don't time it. I don't go fast or slow. It's just however I feel. I just kind of zone out, and I love it. If you could only pick one of your cookie recipes, which one would it be? Definitely my soft chocolate chip cookie recipe, just because you can do so much with it. You can use different flavors of protein powder, add different stuff, and I think they're delicious. Are you going to continue making YouTube videos once baby arrives? Yes. They might not be quite as frequent for a little while, but I'm really hoping I'll be able to keep doing them. I don't see why not. I've worked as a nanny for a long time, and I think you can still squeeze in some video time along with baby. So baby will probably be making some frequent appearances, but I definitely plan on still doing videos and blogging and all that stuff. What are you planning on naming baby? So yes, we do have 2 names picked out, boy or girl. So for boy, we're gonna go with Jackson David, and for a girl, we're going with Annabelle Grace. Now those are definitely up to change. If baby comes out and it doesn't look like a Jackson and we decide to name it Charlie, then we'll go for that. So not set in stone, but those are our top names for now. Do you think you will need to do a mini cut after pregnancy? No, absolutely not. I think if anything, I will need to do a major bulk. I have not gained the weight that I should have already. So I've only gained about 7 pounds so far. My doctor wants me to gain at least 25 overall. So definitely will not be a mini cut after pregnancy, if ever. Definitely a little bit of a bulk, possibly. How long have you and Jim been together? Going on about 9 years, I guess. We met in 2007 in college right before graduation, and we've been married almost 3 years. What is your favorite movie? Forrest Gump. Fastest 5K, I think like 21 minutes, maybe a little bit under that. I don't really remember. Favorite cereal? That is hard. I would probably have to go with Lucky Charms. What is the best recipe you have posted on your channel? I would say my soft chocolate chip cookie recipe once again. Have you ever tried the Caramel Sutra MTS? Yes, it is amazing. I have tried them all. They are all really great, honestly. Another one asking, is the baby boy or girl? We don't know. We're not going to find out. So we have another 8 weeks to wait, and then I will tell you guys what it is when I know. What is your workout plan once you have baby? Will you continue swimming or start incorporating weights? Like I mentioned before, I definitely want to start doing a little bit more weightlifting, try to put on some muscle, but I love my cardio, I love my swimming, and I will definitely still be doing a lot of that. What kind of workout would you do if swimming wasn't a thing? I guess I would just do more elliptical cardio and hopefully a little bit more weightlifting, probably some more running, but lucky for me, swimming is a thing because I love it. I was wondering if you could make paleo cookies, ? I have never really done much with the paleo diet. I don't know much about it, but I could look into it and see what I can do. If you had to give up either Quest bars or baking for 1 week, which would you give up? I would definitely give up baking for a week. I would want to still have my 1 to 2 Quest bars a day, and I could take a little break from baking and just eat more Quest bars. What is your favorite vacation location? Vacation location? That's kind of hard to say. Anywhere warm and sunny that has a beach and water, I love. Jim and I went to St. Lucia for our honeymoon, and that was gorgeous, just absolutely amazing. And we went to California. We were in Sonoma for my sister's wedding, and that was gorgeous as well. So just anywhere warm and that has water, preferably. What is a vacation location you would like to visit? Australia is the #1 place I want to go to. I don't really know why. I love the way they talk. It seems like a fun place. Maybe I could see a kangaroo and eat Vegemite. I don't know, but it just seems like a place I'd like to go to. You know, Germany, Italy. I would like to go anywhere that's not in the US. I've never really been anywhere except St. Lucia, so I love to travel more. And that is actually all of the questions from the MTS giveaway. So video was maybe a little bit longer than I had planned, but got through all those. And then I'll do another Q&A with the Quest questions maybe in a week or so. So thanks for watching. Thanks again for everyone that participated in the giveaway and asked me questions. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you next time.